I don't know if it's icy. Should I be wearing my ice trainers? You know, the heavier ones that I've got. These are more for summer running. But we'll give this a go anyway. But I also have my leggings on when I fell in the ice last year at a little turning circle where my knee decided to hit the ground. Let's go, Frank. And this is what remains of last week's adventure. There's a little bit of snow, a little hill, and a sledge. The snow is beginning to disappear, but what's left is a lot of ice. The sun's just rising, and we can just make out the Cairngorm Mountain range just in the distance. Can you see them? And this is where we're starting today, at the sign at the entrance of the Cairngorms National Park. Today is Sunday, the 18th of January. It's currently -1. Let's go for a little run. So I thought to myself, Frank, let's go a little run. Currently -1. It's a good day. So we're now inside the Cairngorms National Park. It became a national park in 2003. But it's not the oldest national park in Scotland. That belongs to Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park. The Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park had opened the year before in 2002. But the Cairngorm National Park is double the size of the Loch Lomond one. It's also the biggest one in the UK and double the size of the country of Luxembourg. So we've got the car park 250 yards up the hill. If you follow down the hill 150 yards, there's Huntly's Cave. And if we go to the left hand side and just follow the Dava Way, in 20 miles that will take us to Forres. But we're going to go to the right hand side to Grantown, which is 4 miles away. And this is the story of the Dava Way. The Dava Way is a 24-mile long distance path linking the Cairngorms National Park with the Moray coast. And it's all about discovering the Dava Way and the Dava railway station in the 1960s. Going north to Dava and going south to Grantown. And all about maintaining the Dava Way. So let's carry on running. This was once an old railway line that opened in 1863 but closed in 1965, along with a lot of other railway lines in the United Kingdom, as part of the Beeching Report, which cut off a lot of rural communities. But this one's recovered. This one's now part of the Dava Way, where people can cycle, walk, fall in snow, or occasionally get chased by sheep. So this is a Dava Way, and it opened in 2005 as a walking cycling route. 24 miles will take you all the way to forests. You can see ice, some hills. Hello me, and that's me, just my shadow. And just lots of trees. I love how this old railway route has been lovingly restored. And all throughout the UK, a lot of railway lines people have campaigned for to be either reopened or have become heritage trail sites with a lot of tourists visiting. Now from one old railway line to a brand new state-of-the-art railway line, I'll tell you more in a minute. Now we're inside the Cairngorm National Park. We're now walking on the old railway line, which is now called the Dava Way. Do you have any plans for this year? Anything at all? Maybe a concert, maybe a holiday, maybe learn to drive. We've all got kind of rough ideas of things we would like to achieve, things we'd hope to happen, maybe a new job. Something quite unexpected happened last week. Something quite wonderful. My oldest wonderful girl and our wonderful man had brought their 4 children for the weekend to Aviemore. Last Saturday we were on the crazy little train on the crazy mountain, all the way up to the top of the Cairngorm Mountain. So when I was on this old railway line today, I was thinking of them last week and how we all got on that crazy little train that takes you up a mountain. I think I've got a clip. I'll pop it in here now. So that was us. We got on the little train up the crazy mountain to the top of the Cairngorms.
People have been coming up for the last ski. The last one was.
There's a restaurant there. I think it's the highest restaurant in the UK. Don't know why I said UK so funny. I think it's 3,599 feet above sea level. So we had something to eat up there, but then we're outside and there's a viewing platform, and all we can see was snow. So we had a really perfect day, a lovely fun family day, a lovely family weekend. So for 2026, I don't think I'm going to top that for the rest of the year. That was so unexpected. There was tears of happiness and tears of goodbye. But in between it all, there was sledges, there was a family dinner, and lots of fun in the snow. So this year in China, it's the year of the horse. But in Frank's world, the world that matters to me, it's the year of the family. We had taken one photo. We had taken lots of photos. But there was one particular photo, just taking random pictures of little ones enjoying the snow. It seemed to be quite an innocent, happy, fun picture. But as we looked to our left hand side, and no one had actually noticed this, our youngest granddaughter had threw herself into the snow. I'm going to insert a little photo of that. You won't see her apart from she's face down in the snow. Now. So I'm now stuck at another gate. Give me a moment. Me and gates don't get along. Lift latch, then push gate. Okay, I'll give it a try. It was certainly not the wildest ride in the wilderness, but it is the highest railway in the UK. So we had an absolutely wonderful weekend, a weekend that I will never forget. So much fun, so much laughter, a crazy mountain, a crazy train. And on the Sunday, we had a lovely meal prepared by Mrs. Everyone's Got a Story to Tell. "2026 has been a really good year so far. It's been a fantastic year. And sometimes when things happen that are very unexpected, it just fills your heart up. So to quote a very famous song, I can feel it in my fingers, I can feel it in my toes, but love Love is all around me. And this is where the Dava Way just changed direction a little bit. If you were on the train before 1965, you would follow on this path, this railway bed, all through Castle Grant. But the Dava Way just deviates slightly, just to the right hand side. There's many people will cycle the Dava Way, will walk it. There has even been running events along the Dava Way. So you won't always directly follow the old railway path. For whatever reason, it could be overgrown, maybe a bit dangerous. So at some points, you won't follow it, but it always leads you back onto it. This section of the Dava Way through Linmore Woods has been improved with support from the Scottish Government and Sustrans to encourage walking and cycling. Grandtown is 3 miles to my right hand side and Forest is 21 miles, just along the Dava Way. The railway would just be ahead, just over the bridge. Follow very close to that family's house. The next stop would be Castle Grant. But for me, get a little bit of road and a little bit of sunshine. It's just nice to say that sun is in my eyes. Don't think I've said that sentence for a very long time. But it was December the 20th, 2025 was the last time that I went out for a little bit of a run. Just been over 4 weeks. But over those 4 weeks was Christmas, New Year, ice and snow. So I think I've been eating possibly too much over the last 4 weeks. I think at one point I was possibly eating a box of celebrations a day. So now we're in 2026. A fantastic start to the year. We've had our family come and visit us. We've had fun in the snow. And I hope you, whatever you got planned or anything happens unexpected, you have a good 2026. We have, of course, always little ideas. Shall we go watch Scotland play in the World Cup? And in June 2026. Will we hopefully get any concerts this year? We did try so successfully to be unsuccessful last year. I'll tell you about that later on. But for now, for this moment, I am the running grandpa again. There is of course a main road just going to my left hand side, which I could follow, but I think there's a lot of fast cars. So for me, I'm going to keep following Dava Way just a little bit longer. I'm just going to stick to the path. More gates. Just water, lots of snow, trees. Little magical bridges. So it was December the 20th, 2025. That was the last time I was out running. I was in Glasgow and I was staying in Braehead. I think it was just over 5k that I ran. That was the day that I was dropping off Christmas presents and just seeing little parts of the family just before Christmas. Yeah, a busy few weeks for everyone. Of course it has. You've had the build up to Christmas, the build up to New Year, school's been off, people being on holiday, and then the school's going back. So now it's time to get back out again. Maybe get some gloves. I can still feel it in my fingers. It was also nice last week to have our family visit us, and they arrived last Friday when it was -8. But it was also nice to see Aviemore as a tourist destination. When you work in a place, no matter where that is, I'm sure at some points those landmarks you just don't really notice them anymore. So it was nice to see the Aviemore Holiday Park. It was nice to go up to the Cairngorm Mountain and to go on the crazy little train. Now on that train were some unique looking people. It wasn't the skiers or the snowboarders. It was us with jackets on, trainers, and kind of prepared for summer when we got to the top of the Cairngorm Mountains. 3,599 feet above sea level. We weren't really prepared for it. But we'll all be next time. Just nice to see some horses in a field with the mountains behind them. So this is part of the old railway line. Is that a horse? Let's go and say hello. And this would form part of the old railway line. And you can see why the Dava Way kind of goes to the left a little bit. Some parts are impassable, and some parts have little ponies. Hello, baby. I don't have anything to give you. Can I give you some grass? There you go. I'll just put it here for you. No, okay. I'm going to leave it just over there. There. Oh, well done. There we go. This is the first time I've been running in 4 weeks. It's nice to see you. I'm going to get it from there for you. You got it, okay? There we go. That's it. I'm just going to head back now. But nice to see you. Bye. More grass. Okay. There's Betsy here. Leave it here. Float there. Are you okay? No. That's it. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Nice to see you. I'm going to go running now. Are you okay? You got enough? Need some more? Throw it in there. Are you okay? Is that better? Yeah. I'm just going to go running now. That was nice. I gave all the grass to the Shetland pony. Have no grass left. And if you're travelling from Forres or Nairn, this is the entrance. To Granton-on-Spey. And this is Lady Catherine's Halt. When the Countess of Seafield died in 1911, her coffin was brought here by rail to Lyons State in Castle Grant. But sadly, the spiral staircase proved impossible to negotiate, and so secretly the coffin was slid down the hill onto the waiting hearse. And Castle Grant is private property, but a beautiful building and a beautiful entrance. There is a few ways you can access Castle Grant, but the castle itself and the area around it is not open to the public. No unauthorised vehicle access, private road to West Lodge, Castle Grant Home Farm and Laundry Cottage. But it does say non-motorised users welcome. We're just about to finish in a few minutes. I'm going to finish at the entrance to Granton-on-Spey. Discover Grantnos Bay, the capital of Strathspey, twinned with Notre Dame de Mons in France. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you again. Welcome home.
Help! I'm slowly dying. I'm okay.